Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome to Global Happenings today. We have a trending news here for you. And the headline of the news reads: Presidency summons Southwest governors over establishment of Amotekun security outfit. But before we continue with details of the news and further analysis, we would like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish videos on YouTube.
Alright, report shows that Ibadan, as from Ibadan, Oyo State capital, says President Muhammadu Buhari has summoned the 6 governors from the southwest region to a meeting at Aso Rock. Well, just recently, a security outfit with a code name Amotekun was launched by the 6 governors. It was gathered that the 6 governors, Seyi Makinde, Oyo, Gboyega Oyetola, Osun, Dapo Abiodun, Ogun, Rotimi Akeredolu, Ondo, Kayode Fayemi, Ekiti, and Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Lagos, has last year agreed to establish a security outfit that will put a stop to the insecurity situation in the southwest region. Buhari has summoned the governors to a meeting over the launch of the new security outfit, built to take place today in Ibadan, Oyo State. The launching will be presided over by Ondo State Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, who is the chairman Southwest Governors Forum. It was gathered that the presidency asked the 6 governors to attend a meeting at Aso Rock on Wednesday evening to discuss the details of Amotekun and why it should be allowed to fly. The outfit our correspondent gathered is a local collaborative security agency jointly established by Oyo, Lagos, Ogun, Ondo, Ekiti, and Osun states. It's also gathered that the idea generated from a security summit organized by Development Agenda for Western Nigeria, DOWN, commissioned in July at the wake of the heightened kidnapping and armed robbery, mostly on highways in the region. Its personnel will include members of the vigilante group in each state, security experts and conventional security agencies, including the police and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC). They are to gather intelligence and effect arrests where relevant, with overall goal of improving security in the region. However, calls put through the lines of Chief Press Secretary to Governor Seyi Makinde have not yet been answered.
All right, thank you very much. And this is putting some fears in the mind of a lot of people, because for the president to convene them, a clear indication that they may possibly not be allowed to, launch the security outfit. And I'm going to read some of the comments of some Nigerians, what they have said, and from there we go into the analysis. This one said, "Your president is jittery because his headsmen will not be able to perform their evil enterprises again." Another one here says, "Won't we look for alternative after his dead silence at the first of assault from his kingsmen?" Another one says, "See, if these governors allowed their plans to be truncated by whoever, they and their people should be ready for an onslaught like never before. From the men with cow and stick, they should stand their grounds and praise for the project as federating unit. After all, some states in this so-called country are ruled by different laws and nobody is complaining. So why the summon in matters of security of a territory against external aggression and invasion by unscrupulous, state-backed and unrestrained AK-47 wielding hoodlums? In embarking on this expedition, they should know, Sorry, I take that again. He said, in embarking on this expedition, they should know that they are on their own, except maybe some foresighted and truthful members of the community they hope to protect. Because those in the corridor of power, for want of position and stomach infrastructure, will deny them and their good intentions, branding their actions treasonable, even in a supposed federal state. All right, that's a good one there. And lastly, I just want to read this one. It said, I have a feeling that the power that be will not allow this, because it's Fulani and Yoruba bad eggs among them that are into kidnapping. That's what the last man has to say there. And a lot of other reactions from different persons, but we are going to stop there for now and look at the issue critically. Before now, we've already spoken about the importance of these local police, and the issue is they are there to enhance, to help curb some of the insecurity excesses that we've seen in the Southwest fairly recently. And we have recommended that other regions should think of adopting it. I even saw in the news also where the Ohaneses have spoken to the Southeastern governors that they should queue up behind the Southwest in establishing a particular security outfit that will be in charge of security around the region, just to make sure that Nigerians are happy. I can assure you that one of the reasons why most Nigerians are not ready to go into business, I'm talking about a profound business, a reasonable business that will employ reasonable number of Nigerians, is because they are scared of hoodlums, they are scared of kidnappers, they are scared that one day hoodlums may just drive in and do anyhow with them. And until the security aspect in Nigeria improves, a lot of them will never come back to do anything. We know that there are other factors that are making them to walk away, but security is one of them. Now, for the president to invite them to come over, personally, I'm just wondering, because the truth is that if you understand the tenets of democracy and you understand what federalism really means, you will know that each of these states have a level of autonomy. They have autonomy, not level of autonomy. They have autonomy to operate anything as far as it's not against the constitution of the land. It is okay. They have the right to pass into law and said that in our states we'll be having this, and that's why they have state house of assembly. In our this is what we will have. This is what will happen. That's why Sheyi Makinde cannot be called upon to, why did you have to tell the Fulani headsmen not to be parading or not to be grazing around in your community, that they not to be grazing openly in your state? When they are doing same in other places, he can't be called upon because they have passed through the normal, legal routes to ensure that it is passed into the law. It passed into law. So, and that's the same thing here. The level of autonomy that the state have gives them that right for them to start up something like this. And this one is the region that just say, hey, we don't want to suffer. We are tired of all this issue of kidnapping, issues of killing and all of that. We need to have this in place. And guess what? It does not jeopardize anything in the country. It's not a way of working against the peace of Nigeria. It even helps for Nigerians to exist happily. A lot of things are lacking. And common peace. Can't you even walk out of your house to say, let me go and buy something, and you're not being harassed on the road? You go back, the level of kidnapping in Nigeria is unthinkable. Somebody will be driving down to his house only for them to open gate and see one small boy standing by your side and say, hey, drive him. And the next thing they kidnap, and they are talking about millions of naira. Some people even come from abroad down to Nigeria and they are kidnapped. For a short period of time, they wanted to stay. They're already kidnapped. So the step taken by the state government should not even be questioned by the federal government. It's not something that should be debated over. And I want them to, as they're going down there, wherever, and I don't know if they are, I know that right now they're already in the meeting, but they should make sure that they do all in their power to convince him to accept that security outfit. Because the truth is that if they don't convince him within all the powers that they have, it may not go well with them by the time they receive another visit by the Fulani headsmen. It will not be funny. And guess what? These guys will be more powered. The bandits around will be more powered to run against the peace of the state. And please, no matter what the federal government does, they should come to that realization that there is what they call decentralization of power, and the states have the right to carry out anything that will help to better the laws of their own state. That is overly important.
Well, kudos to the Southwest. This is the right step in the right direction. For the first time in a very, very long time, I totally agree with this step. To start with, the Nigerian government, the Nigerians as a whole, have waited in vain, permit to use that word in vain, to see that Nigeria is fully secured. Up to date, we still have issues of insecurity springing from every region of the country. So yes, I feel that the southwestern governors have decided to take the bulls by the horns to protect their people. Look, let's be realistic and let's be very practical here. One of the people who can easily pick out crimes in a society is the indigents. They are the people that will tell you, this person is from this clan. He's the son of this person. The son of this person is a wayward person. In fact, we always see him smoking this or smoking that. They can easily pinpoint, this one is a stranger. We've not seen him or her before. This one, we don't know where he's coming from. We have 15 people in this compound. Because they are indigenous, they know the in and out of the environment. You can't just tell an IG from a different region to come into maybe Ibadan or Agbowo, for instance, in Ibadan, to come and start telling him what are the crimes or the criminals he can easily fetch. It is those in Agbowo, the boys in Agbowo, that will tell you, Egbon, this person is a thief. This one is not a thief. This one is a criminal. This one is not a criminal. What am I trying to say? You need the locals to be able to direct you properly, and which means if foreign bandits come in, they can easily identify them very quickly too. So I think this is the right step in the right direction. I don't see any reason why the presidency should condemn the act. This is true federalism. This is a way of protecting your people. It looks like the army and the police, their hands are very full due to so many crimes taking place at the same time. So they may not even have time for pocket crimes like all these petty crimes that someone stole your phone and then still kidnap. There's too many things the police are handling. So let the local guys come in so that they can protect their own people. Let the police be for the federal and for the states, but let the local guys handle the local. So that to some extent, by the time you know that even if you're going to bribe your way through the police, will you be able to also bribe your way through the indigents? Those ones have already sworn to protect their people. I think if you ask me, all regions to take cue from this, not just the Southwest. Southeast should also to do something about it, and every other region, so that in our own individual regions we can curb the level of. Don't forget this issue of Fulani herdsmen. The world index, the terrorism index, has put Fulani herdsmen at the fourth most dangerous terrorist group. Which means that even if they're not proscribed in Nigeria, the world has recognized them as a terrorist group. So if they're already having free will into some of our regions, then I feel it is right. What the Southwestern governors have done is the right step in the right direction. I just hope that the presidency will give it a pass mark here.
All right, thank you very much. And that's where we're going to leave it. I just want to say that before I close, that one or two fears are in the mind of a lot of persons, and one of it is that let it not be that the federal government will tend to regulate these guys too much as per giving them conditions that will make the security stuff very boring. Like someone said, that let it not come to a point whereby the presidency will tell them only machete and maybe one round gun is what they must use, because that will go an extra mile to frustrating the effort. Imagine you happen to run into some hoodlums who have AK-47 and the likes, and they start shooting at you with knives. You can't even stand them, We just pray that their efforts will not be frustrated and the security outfit will be launched as expected, today being Thursday. Right, that's where we're going to leave it. Go to our comment section. Let us interact. What's your position on this security outfit that this